Hey, how are you guys doing? Today, I'm going to be filming a video comparing the makeup that I did 10 years ago versus the makeup that I wear now. I started wearing makeup, I think around 2007 or 2008. Third year into college by that time. You can do the math and guess how old I am. Comment down below what you think my age is, knowing that information. So I'm going to do half my face with the makeup that I wear now and half how I wore it 10 years ago. I'll insert some pictures of what kind of makeup I wore 10 years ago. So it's right somewhere here in the screen. I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's get started. So because my right side of my face is the favorite side of my face I do my makeup on, I'm going to do the right side with the makeup that I do now and the left side with the makeup that I did 10 years ago. So while I'm talking, let's start off with primer on my right side. I'm using the Benefit Porefessional, this one right here, because I have big pores. So I didn't wear primer. This is going to be difficult. I haven't done half of my face, so it's going to be a challenge. Anyway, I did wear primer 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people wore primer 10 years ago. So, not going to put any of that on the left side of my face. Okay, so that's all spread out. Now we're moving on to foundation. I'm using my Revlon Colorstay in the shade Natural Tan. So, still on the right side of my face because I did not wear liquid foundation 10 years ago. I think I put too much on my sponge. Oh well, I'll blend it down here. So just gonna blend that through. Okay, so we have that on and it's all blended. Oh my goodness, look at the difference. Okay, so on the left side of my face, I use powder foundation. So let's whack that on. The powder foundation that I'm using is a local brand here in the Philippines. The brand is called Fanny Serrano, or FS. And I really like this powder. It really stays on my skin, even though I have oily skin. It really does just stay on there. Oh, the shade that I'm using is Pecan, in case you're curious. This is actually quite challenging. I mean, I keep wanting to go on the other side of my face, but I have to remember to keep on the left side. And I didn't cover or even try to cover any of my blemishes. I just let them be. Okay, moving on to concealer. So I didn't put concealer underneath my eyes, but we're gonna do that on the right side because I do that now. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind. So before that starts to crease, I'm gonna set it with my Airspun as usual. Making the funny face, because I don't want to set the creasing. And on my lids as well. Oh, what I did do, actually, now that I'm remembering how I did my makeup 10 years ago, what I did do was take my powder foundation and place that on my lid and under my eyes. Because I wanted to cancel out some of the pigmentation that I have and the under eye bags that I have. So I did this. I forgot, I haven't set my foundation on this side, so let's do that. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade medium. On my sponge, it's a bit damp, and I'm just pressing that on. So if you haven't watched my video on how I do my base, I'll link that down below so you guys can check that out. So because I have oily skin, I tend to use more powder than someone with normal to dry skin would. So using a sponge to set my foundation really helps it last longer. It just sinks into the skin better. So on my neck as well. Next is contour. I'm using the Morphe Debutante contour slash, this is my contour slash bronzer. Placing that on my cheekbones, or make it look like I have cheekbones. And my temples and forehead. And here on my non-existent jawline to make it look like I have a jawline, a visible one. Sorry, my earrings are loud. So just blend, blend, blend. I went a bit hard on the bronzer, huh? It's okay, we'll fix that. So onto the eyes. With the makeup that I do now, when I'm like in a rush, but I just want to do something really quick to my eyes, what I'll do is I will take my bronzer, which I'm doing now. So taking my bronzer on a fluffy brush, tapping the excess off, and I'll just put that on my crease for some dimension. So this is like contouring your eyes, and a little bit on the outer corner as well. Just doesn't have to be super neat. Just back and forth on the crease, and same on the outer corner here. So when I need to like wear a full face of makeup on for work, for whatever reason, a meeting with a client or whatever, this is what I do. So once that's blended in, I'll take like any shimmery shade. The one that I have here is a MAC one. This is called All That Glitters. So I'll take that and just place it all over my lid with my finger. So just all over the lid. So you'll have something like that, and then I'll take my fluffy brush and give it a quick blend. And then I'll take my pencil brush and just put some of that bronzer shade under my eye, but just halfway. Just to add a little something there. So that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow on my right side, which is the makeup that I do now. So on the makeup that I did 10 years ago, I used the shade Linen by Maybelline. It's a single eyeshadow. This shade right here. Yes, I still have it. And I put that all over my lid. So this shade is like, it has a sheen, a bit of a sheen to it. So I'll just get some on my flat brush and place that all over my lid. Oh my gosh, this is bringing back so many memories. I thought my makeup was poppin' at that time. Like, does anybody even still say pop it? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I felt like my makeup was so awesome at that time doing this. And then what I do, depending on what I was wearing, I thought, I don't know why, but I thought that whatever shirt I was wearing, whatever color shirt I was wearing, that should be my eyeshadow color as well. So I'm wearing white right now, but my favorite color is blue. So I would take a blue or whatever shade, shimmery color, and place that on my lid. It's like a blue. It has Hello Kitty stamped on it. I think I bought this like, I don't know, like in Divisoria or something a long time ago. It's probably expired. I probably shouldn't even be putting it on my eye, but whatever. So I would place that, still using my finger, which is the same technique that I do now. So just all over my lid. Once I have that all over my lid, what I'll do is I'll stretch my eye and use still my ring finger, but I wiped it off, and blend the top. I want to put a transition shade and blend this out some more so bad, but I must control myself and do it how I did it 10 years ago. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I did with my eyes 10 years ago. versus how I do it now. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What's next? Oh, let's do brows. So for my brows, in this day and age, what I do is I take my brow mascara. The one that I'm using is the Wet n Wild, this one, Ultimate Brow Mascara in the shade Nothing But Brunette. And I just comb that through my brows. So that's what I would do, just comb those brows through, and that's it. This is actually my good brows. Sometimes I would need to fill in the tail, but yeah, I don't think I need to fill in the tail. This is my bad brow here, because there's hardly like any hairs on my tail. So back then, 10 years ago, I did not do anything to my brows. So yeah, they were just like this. And they were like this one line thing. I'll pop the picture again so you can see just one line. That was it for my brows 10 years ago. Next is blush. Let me just brush this off. Okay. So blush. So today the blush that I'm using, or my go-to blush, is this MAC one. I think it's called Pinch Me, I think, because the name is rubbed off, so I'm not sure. Taking some of that, same on the other side. I'm not sure what blush I used back then, but it would be the same tone. So placing that on the other side as well. And blush is still my thing. Blush has always been my thing. 10 years ago, I mean, even if I didn't have any eyeshadow on, as long as I had powder foundation and blush, I was very happy. Let's finish off the eyes. So nowadays, I always tightline. So just looking down on my mirror, and I'm using the Rimmel Scandalize in black. So 10 years ago, I didn't tightline. So tightlining is very important, guys. So I went off camera and just put some mascara on, which is the same as what I did 10 years ago and what I do now. So just added some mascara. Now I'm going to put some highlighter on, which I didn't do 10 years ago. So this is the Wet n Wild Megaglo powder in the shade Precious Petals. So just going to put some highlighter on. Look at that. I have so much texture, but I don't care. I still put highlighter on because it's just so beautiful. Next, I'm gonna spray my sponge with my setting spray and tap that on top of my highlight so it sinks into the skin. I got this trick from Jaclyn Hill. Okay, I did not wear highlight 10 years ago, as you may have guessed. Last step is lips. Which I do the same thing as I did 10 years ago, which is just put on a gloss. I'm not really the kind of girl who wears lipstick on a daily basis. It's mainly always just gloss or just a lip balm. And that's pretty much it. So this is how I did my makeup 10 years ago versus how I do my makeup now. So it's quite interesting to see the changes that I've made in my makeup routine based on what I've learned, the things I've learned through YouTube, through my sister who is a professional makeup artist, and just, you know, playing around with makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. I am trying so hard to reach 100 subscribers before my birthday, which is on the 4th of August. So I really hope that I can reach that goal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!